Hi guys, Snegla. So I'm here to do the first card. If you chose card number one as your chosen card for my Valentine's Day special reading about how to attract love into your life. So just let's get started with a few things before I get started with the reading. Um, so you guys can understand where I'm coming from with this. So the first thing, of course, is that this is a very general reading. So I'm connecting with many of your spirit guides. I'm connecting with a collective energy. So definitely take what you feel resonating with you and discard what doesn't. The other thing I'm going to be mentioning probably is masculine and feminine energy, divine masculine and divine feminine energy. This is not a gender specific reading. So again, this is for anyone and with any gender. It could be a man carrying the divine feminine energy. It could be a woman carrying the masculine energy and vice versa. So again, also take what you feel as resonating with you. The other thing, of course, if you need more of a insight into your own special case, of course, connect with me for a private reading. My information will be below the video on YouTube, and of course, I'm easily accessible on Facebook and on my website, soulspeak.com. So it's quite interesting that I'm doing this reading. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is what your theme is for love. So what is it that you need to understand about the main thing that your spirit guides really wanted to show you about love? So let's just uncover your first card. Your first card is forgiving and learning. As you clear and release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Um, This is your main theme for this reading for you guys is how to attract love. So this would be the main theme that we're gonna probably. I'll have to uncover the cards because I meditated and I picked up the cards and I haven't really uncovered what's under them because I want to go into the reading and just really open myself up to what's coming with it. Um, so this will be really important. I feel that's going to be the guide for this reading. One of the main things, the first question that the spirit guides really wanted me to answer for you guys, and what I needed to bring in is how you personally view love. When the word love comes into your mind, what is it that you like? There's a picture within each one of us. Like we have a view of something. Like if I mentioned the color red, maybe you're gonna in your mind when you think about the color red, an apple maybe shows up in your head. But when it comes to the word love, for example, um, what is it that you reflect upon when when you understand or really get to meet the idea of the word love? So let's see what the first card is for you guys. Heart to heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. um Let me just tune in. I feel when it comes to the idea of love for you guys, one of the main things that um when you see love as it's sometimes as a struggle. Like when you in your mind you feel the idea of love is a struggle because one side um, is doing most of the work than the other side. And I'm gonna be really tuning into this card because I feel if you're a divine feminine energy watching this reading, then in your mind when it comes to the idea of love, you feel that a divine feminine energy is doing more work than the divine masculine. That you feel the difficulty or the idea of love is that it should be much more open, um, much more like open conversations, but at the same time you feel that there's a sense of difficulty that in your mind you feel it coming with the idea of love. You also feel that when it comes to love, um, you feel sometimes you're not really heard. Like you want to be heard. Like you want love that makes you feel that someone is actually listening to you. Um, you also feel that love should be a very nurturing connection or communication between two people. Like literally in a way you feel as a divine feminine energy. If you're the divine feminine energy, you feel it's like hand holding. You hold the hand of the divine, you know, your divine masculine energy. Like it's like you want to hold on to them, like really, like that's how you feel you should be when it comes to love. Second card is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. With this, your view of love is you also see love as in a way it's something that um, I wonder, they're saying the word competition. It's not, it's a competition between two sides that maybe in your experiences or um, that the idea that there's always competition about love. So that could be if you're a masculine energy, for example, that maybe you see your divine feminine as being approached by many others. Like this is how, when it comes to love, you're gonna feel that you're the person that you think about has so many others that think about them. If you're a divine feminine energy, watching this reading, that you when it comes to idea of love for you, you feel that your divine masculine energy is being approached by many others. So you're not like the only suitor. And that's how you view in general, how you view love. That there's most of the time there is a competition comes with love. That the person you like is always someone that there's so many people want to come towards. So this is something definitely that, you know, um, that you need to know about yourself. So when I, you know, going with this reading also, you have to understand, like, if we want to attract love, then we have to understand more how, not only that we view love, but also what is it in us that um, that is also an amazing trait about us that we can also offer. So when, you know, to attract love, we have to look at it from so many different perspectives. So I'm gonna, you know, with this, you know, of course with this reading, it's a general, but it's mainly, I'm gonna touch upon some of the things. So the second thing that the angels wanted me to bring in is you to understand your own traits, your own attractiveness, where you can really um, feel mostly powerful in your own self. So the first thing is intuition. Like you feel one of your most amazing traits in connection to love is that you are highly intuitive. Like you're highly open to feeling things and knowing things, and um, it's like you're very intuitive when it comes to other people. Like you're one of those individuals that are very open to the connection with um, you're connecting very much with the energies of other people, so you understand their energies very well, so you're really highly intuitive. So that's one of your amazing traits as well. The second thing is compassion. You have you have a great sense of compassion to others, but that makes you also very nurturing to others. That's why when you look at love, you feel that you need to nurture others. You feel very much that you always have to give a lending hand to someone. That's your role, that's your job. Whether you want to be a good friend to someone or a good family member or an amazing lover for someone, you have this amazing trait about you, is that you're always there to help. You're always available for other people. Like you have a very angelic sense of compassion for others. Um, the third card is divine timing. I feel with this card, because I don't really read the cards as they are, but I feel you're very patient as well. Like you have a sense of patience that is really, um, I mean, it's not like your sense of patience is um, very much admired. like very much admired. Like you feel that you can wait for things, and like you take it easy sometimes when it comes to the idea of being patient to wait for something to manifest or to happen in your life. So that's another great trait for you. Um, so what is it that, now that we're talking about one of the, your amazing parts of who you are, um, what is it that really blocks you from attracting more love into your life? What really is the angels or your spirit guides are really seeing here with um, what hinders your attractiveness to love? Um, and when we want to attract something, we want to attract something to our life, we have to see within ourselves what really stops us from bringing that experience into our life. Anything is a vibration. So when we're looking for attracting love into our life, it's a vibration that we carry within us. So whatever we carry within us is what we're going to attract into our life. So um, your spirit guides want you to understand what is it in you that sometimes stops you from opening your heart and opening yourself up to more experiences of love. Your first card is faith. It's basically they're saying you actually sometimes lack faith in love, and I feel it's really connecting with everything here. Um, is is sometimes you have this idea that it doesn't exist, or not that it doesn't exist. It's sometimes you don't think in your heart and your mind that love is gonna come through for you. Like whatever you feel is just gonna come through. So um, for some of you, and I don't feel this for everyone, but for some of you, you feel that love is dead. The idea of love is actually dead. So there's no love. There's no love that you can look for or find or come to you. Like that's not. I feel that's not the general message. That with this is like very few people, or this is a for a specific. For some specific people, they feel that love itself doesn't even exist, or it has been dead. It's dead. So it's just like you're in a way sometimes you mourn the idea of that of love that is not even there. It used to be maybe in the past, like you maybe have nostalgia to others, maybe old lovers or old love stories. Like I can feel some of you here really like the black and white movies, like the really like older movies or something like that, because it was very pure. It was um, more romantic. The idea of nostalgia to the past is definitely for some of you here. For others of you, is one of the main blockages for you, or what is really not attracting more love into your life, is that idea again, the lack of faith. And it's not that you feel love is dead, because some of you feel love is dead, but for others, they feel that they can't not trust that it's gonna really happen for them. It's like sometimes you lose hope and you lose your faith that is available for you. So that really is like it could be literally in front of your own eyes and you can't see it because you don't believe it's there. You don't believe it's going to come through. Or if you have a divine partner or someone who's actually, or a soulmate or someone coming into your life, you feel that they're going to betray you, or that you can't really trust that love coming from them. So again, it in a way, it triggers a lot of fears in you. The other thing that they're saying is um, celebrations. And with this card, it's as a blockage for love for you, sometimes um, they need you. You don't really celebrate the amazing moments that happen in your life because you want something specific and you want to see it in a specific way. So you don't pay attention to all the amazing things that are actually happening in your life, that are amazing new doors towards love and opportunities coming into your life. So it's like the same idea that you just, because you are fixated on a specific idea and a specific vision and a specific version of how you want to see love come into your life, you don't celebrate your little milestones that come into your life. See, when um, anything that we want to attract, and when it comes to love, for example, if we don't celebrate those little steps coming into our lives, that the universe and God is bringing us into our lives, then we're saying, no, I don't want this. It's literally, it's like you're saying to God and saying to the universe, this is not what I want. I want something else. So it's like you don't even have gratitude for the small things. So literally the universe takes it back and says, okay, then the big opportunity you're looking for is not going to come like that. You have to appreciate all the little steps that come into your life. This is a huge thing that will help you open yourself to this, to the idea that you're able to get love. If you don't have gratitude for the little things, once you get accustomed to opening yourself to the little things, then the bigger things are going to come. It's just like little steps. So definitely this idea that you don't celebrate all the little milestones that you're actually doing for yourself. So how do you really heal yourself from all of this? Like, how do you heal your idea that there's sometimes you don't feel listened to, you don't feel you don't feel that someone's paying attention to you? It's by it's really by the main theme of this reading is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. It's by really letting go of your past, by letting go of the old experiences you've been through. Because if you keep looking at each person as an extension of the previous experience you've been through, then you're not treating that person with fairness. Like if someone comes into your life, or you open yourself to a new opportunity, then you have to treat that opportunity as such, as what it is, as a whole new experience by itself. Yes, we understand that we need some of our experiences from the past, but at the same time, you have to treat it fairly in a way that allow that person to become that person, allow that person to be who they really are, and don't judge them by somebody else's faults. So really open yourself up to knowing that your experiences of the past are not the experiences of this current moment, and they're not your experiences in the future, because you're working on changing yourself. So this is something that will help you attract more love into your life by letting go of the old hurts, letting go of the old pains, letting go of your old experiences, and take them as a point of reference for you, in the sense that these are your points of strength, not your points of weaknesses. Big difference. If you look at your experiences of the past, or the failed love, failed marriages, failed relationships, whatever it is, any connection that you had in the past, if you look at it as a point of your failure, how maybe you might think, I was an idiot, I couldn't see the lies, I couldn't see the cheating, I couldn't see any of that, then then you're going to really be breaking yourself down. But put yourself in a more empowered state by saying, I went through this experience and I'm still able to open myself up for life, open myself up for love. This will be very important for you guys to attract more love into your life. Also understand that when it comes to another person, all you can do really is allow yourself to experience something new. As you experience someone new coming into your life, or even if it's the same person you're thinking about, even if it's a divine partner that you've known for a long time, the more you change yourself, then you have to really change the way you look at that person. It could be that you understand them in a better light, or that you understand that you're no longer on the same page. So again, don't use the old ways of looking at things to judge where you are and where you are today. One of the main advice that also the angels wanted to bring you guys is they want to tell you gifts from God. It's Archangel Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from the Creator. Open your arms to receive. This is a very, very positive card from the angels for you guys. They're saying that they want you to literally to open your eyes for the love opportunities coming into your life, and not just love because love about a person coming to give you flowers. I know it's Valentine's Day and we all need those amazing gifts, but they're telling you that the more you open yourself to little pieces of abundance and things that are just coming into your life, because you get a lot, and if you take your time to have like the attitude of gratitude. Take all these little pieces coming into your life and don't take anything for granted. Be appreciative to what God is bringing you. Be appreciative to what the universe is bringing you, and spend more time, even 10 minutes a day. If I'm going to tell you, like, one of the things that really raise your vibration. Again, when you want to attract love, you have to raise your vibration. The vibration is your own energy. As if your energy is open and really high, you can change anything in your life, and anything you want can actually manifest in your life. It's really your own vibration that matches what you're looking for. So if you want love that is a level 10, then your vibration has to be a level 10 with it, so you can actually enjoy it and open yourself to it more and more. So keep opening yourself to the little things that happen in your day that you should be grateful for. It's literally from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed. If every part of your day you're grateful to a part of that experience or all of that experience, then you automatically raise your vibration. And it's not by just saying it by words. Like we think that just by saying something in words, then we said, you know, thank God for this or thank God for that. But when you're thanking the universe and thanking God for something, it has to come from your heart. You have to actually believe it. You actually have to be in that full moment of believing what you are saying. So for you guys, and then just to try to sum it up, I'm gonna be channeling a little bit more. Um, it's literally like what I'm feeling from the angel, what I'm feeling from your spirit, guys, is that really you receive a lot of abundance. You receive so many gifts from the universe. You receive a lot of gifts from God, and in a way, sometimes you take it for granted, um, and you're not really taking your time to honor what's being given to you because you're looking at something else. It's like the universe literally, like if you look at this card, the universe is handing you something, but you're looking the other way because you're looking at something else that you don't have. Or not that you're, it has nothing to do with you're not being greedy or anything like that, but it's like, I want this and I want that. But at the same time, you're not paying attention to what else is coming your way. Um, so be mindful and be in the moment and be um, open to looking at life in a very new and a very open perspective. It is really safe for you to love, like that card that came to you. It is safe in the sense that you don't need to compete for someone's love. You don't need to see love as a competition. You don't need to feel that you're less worthy, and you have to really work hard for someone's attention towards you. Um, it was interesting. You guys got two kind of. I felt guided for you to to have two kinds of crystals, a rose quartz, and my little pyramid is argonite. So if you have access to crystals, then use more of the rose crystals. It would help you feel more loved, and it will actually open your heart more. Um, it's very like tranquility, like very calm sense that goes with it. If you get access to argonite, it's one of the crystals that I'm feeling very much is a grounding energy, but it's also a high vibration crystal. So it will help you ground your own energy at times, but also will help you feel your vibration rising, and will help you attract more, better energy into your love and into your life. So I hope this opened your heart a little bit, and I hope this is something that will help you. It's just a, quick advice to help you attract love in your life. Hey guys, so you guys are group number two. If you chose card number two about how to attract love. So just before I get going with the reading, just a little housekeeping. Of course, this is a general reading, so take definitely what resonates with you and discard what doesn't. Like, trust your intuition with that. If I'm going to be talking about divine and masculine energies and divine feminine energies, these are not gender specific. So it could be a man carrying a divine feminine energy. It could be a woman carrying the divine masculine energy. Again, it's not a gender specific. Um, so if I'm using these terms, just for you to know. So with this reading, and I know I'm mentioning it at the beginning of each of the cards because I don't know if you just chose one card or two or three or four. Um, when it comes to how we attract love, we really have to understand what's in it, what's within us that really um, between either blocks us from love or easy helps us attract love. What is it that we need to understand about love so we can actually attract more of it into our lives? So let me just see it. I'm going to be uncovering all the cards now with you guys as I go through this reading, and I'll channel what comes with it. So let's see what your card was. So this is like our main theme for your reading. So let's see what it is. So your main theme is wedding. This situation involves marriage. I love the cards. So this is definitely very positive for you guys. So attracting love. What is the wedding card here really means? The what here, like when it comes to attracting love, you are highly committed people. So you guys commit to your relationships. You commit to love. You are those people who look at love as a true and very strong commitment between two. It's the bond of love. So definitely the idea of the wedding, because a wedding is one of the highest forms of, like, of course not, it's it's supposed to be a spiritual bond, but it's also like when two people are married, it's the highest kind of form of commitment that they can give to each other, for example, with the earthly terms. So the wedding is the highlight. Like engagement is a little less, but the wedding is a higher form of a bond or a commitment between two people. So you guys look at love, and that love idea of love to you, and the theme for you guys is commitment. So one of the things that the spirit guides really, or the angels really wanted me to to show you is how you view love. So this is the main theme, and I'm pretty sure the other cards are going to explain that a little bit more, is like how you view love. Like, what is it in your mind when you mention the word love? What really comes to your mind? Um, and I was just mentioning an example in my card number one is when someone mentions the word love for you, like it's like when someone mentions the color red for you in your mind, maybe you're building a picture of an apple, because that's how you reflect in yourself when you see that word love. So your view of love, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. You guys, when you're looking at the idea of love, you are very open to what your soulmate or what your divine partner, your twin flame, or that person for you can be. Like, you're very wide about love in itself. Like, you don't have a specific set of expectations about that person, what he or she should be. Like, it's you in your mind, like you see love as gonna be transcending, like it can really overcome borders, overcomes challenges. It's like something that is such a highly spiritual experience that um, like you literally are in your mind, you see love can conquer all. So this is what you view when it comes to love. I, I just mentioned the engagement card, so it came actually. I'm just uncovering these cards. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Like, you literally, when you love someone, again, it's like I told you, like your first theme is wedding. So it's a commitment. You are, when you love someone, you want to commit to them. Like, you want to do, like you, when you actually, for you, a view, like love for you is a commitment. Again, it's an engagement. It's like you have no problem with the idea of proposing to someone, or showing love, because in your mind, when two people love each other, they're supposed to be together. Like, in your mind, it's like, why wouldn't they be together? Like, that's how you view love. And if you loving someone, or someone loves you back, it's automatically in your mind, you think of the idea of a commitment between two people. So it's very interesting, you guys. You got the two cards, the wedding and engagement. So um, very interesting. Um, okay, so let's do. So the other question is, okay, so what is it? Some of your best traits. What makes you, what you have within you to attract more of love towards you. So we're gonna be talking a little bit more about you guys. Your first thing is patience. Like, um, You guys are very patient people, but your patient here is very practical patience in a way. I'm going to explain that. Like it's practical from the sense of the knowing. It's not just you're patient for no reason. It's like you're waiting. You're not in the waiting kind of thing. You're more um, of the divine kind of patience. Is like it's your wisdom, it's your knowledge of things, it's how you, in a way, you feel that waiting is not a bad thing for the right person to come your way. Um, and at times, of course, it's you want to laugh about it, but you really have that thing within you that tells you that um, you're such an amazing person to find your own knowing about what whatever you face, and actually waiting um, for it, and you don't mind the idea that it might take a little bit of time. Like you don't shy away from being patient. One of your amazing other traits is awakening. So with this, it's like awakening here is meaning the idea of ascension. Like you guys are awakened souls. Like awakened in the sense that you're ascending in your vibration. Um, you're opening up yourself to higher levels of understanding of love. Um, like they're just saying, releasing the past, you are able to easily, and or even with hard work, like you are able to release your past pain, karma, past lives, issues and traumas that you carry within you. Like you have this ability, you're awakening. Um, you know how to let go of things, and that's part of your awakening process. Because it's a process. It's not a one day thing. We're always awakening. We're always ascending, and we're always, um, you know, working on bettering ourselves and bettering our energy, bettering our vibration. So these are some of your best things. Like you really understand the process of how it is to actually heal yourself, so you become a better lover, or you attract more love into your life. This is very, very positive for you guys. So the other question that I asked about when like what really sometimes is a blockage or something you need to work on when it comes to love. So your first card is transition. They're saying you like sometimes it's like you don't understand what the transition period between two phases is really. Um, like when you're moving from one phase to the other, sometimes like you have a little bit of fear about what's coming next. Like you worry, am I gonna work harder next time? Is my next chapter gonna be as my older chapter? Like you have this point between, if you're like moving into like a different knowledge or a different perception of life, you worry a lot about, like you really take such time to um, like you have this fear of, am I going to be able to do it exactly the same in my next chapter, or am I going to be challenged by some more issues or ideas or things? So one of your things really is that you worry a lot about what's coming next. Like what I feel here is the idea of the moon. Like what is the moon like here? She's looking at the moon and wondering what the moon is actually going to be bringing her. Like she's entering this threshold, or like, oh, like getting from one area to another area, going through a gate. This is your gateway. Like when it comes to a gateway between two chapters, is like you really worry a lot about what's coming next. So you actually take like like um in a way, it's like when you have you know, when you're moving between chapters, like it triggers you a lot when you're moving from one chapter to the other, which is very normal actually, because you know, when we're shifting our vibration, um, we take our time to really understand where we're going. But in a way, sometimes it really blocks you, because you know, when you're on a higher vibration, it's like you're on a roll of things. So you actually like get taken back until it takes you a longer time to get balanced. So they're really telling you is to keep trusting your own self, because whatever you're going through, you're ready for the next step. That's really what they want you to know. You are ready for the next step. Whatever it is, you are going to be ready for it. So this idea that I'm not going to be ready for what's coming next, it's something that blocks you. And this is how you need to keep thinking about, I'm ready for the next step. I'm really ready, but ready not just by saying, but actually believing you're very well capable of going through what's coming next. The other thing that really sometimes blocks you is discernment. I have a feeling this card was gonna come, you know, come out in your reading. But so what I feel here is sometimes you need to um take time to understand energies around you. Be discerning to the energies around you and to the people around you. What is being said, what is just like this, what is being said, what is being shown, and what is being heard. What is being spoken. So whatever around you, be discerning to the people who come into your life. That's part of your blockages. You allow some energies to come into your life that are not like you, or um, create a sense of negativity maybe in your life, or really trigger you to become so confused, or um, they're not worthy to really be with you. They're not meant to be in your life, but it's like you still want to keep them because you're holding on to parts of the past. Remember, like when I was saying, like between two chapters, you feel worried that you're not ready for the next chapter. So you keep holding on to some parts of your past that hinder you from moving forward, because you know, you're worried. Like the change sometimes can get so big for you that you need to process it in a different way. But they're telling you, make sure that you preserve your energy, preserve it in the sense that to honor that, to clear your energy a lot more times. Um, Spend more time with positive people, even though at times we're, you know, not everyone around us is going to be you know, all positive and all high vibration, but you know, we're interacting with people all day in our jobs, in our lives, with our children and so on. But they're telling you that you can still control, and you can still discern the kinds of energies that you spend even more time. Like when you're going out, like for some of you, with this, the example that they're giving me is like, sometimes you just want to go out, of course, as a normal person in a social life. They want you to choose the people you spend your time with. It's not just to go out to spend time and waste time and spend it with people who are very negative or very gloomy and very dark about, you know, the world is a horrible place. We're all gonna be, you know, in the darkness, and it's such a negative world. But when you want to go out, spend more time with people who are positive, who are gonna actually give, you know, you have a good time from your heart, that you feel positive and you feel uplifted and you feel um, that you're ready for your next day, but not spend your time trying to make everybody else around you better, or like try to be an amazing friend for everybody else around you, when inside of you really like, you know, they made you feel so negative about life and you get so triggered by many things. So again, discern the energies that come into your life and spend more time meditating and clearing your energy. For some of you, also part of it is you need to keep grounding your energy by spending more time outdoors and more time in nature. Because some of you here, and again, this is because this is a general message, so some of you may not resonate or may resonate with this. Because they're showing me offices and people, like some of you spend so much time in an office environment or in a work environment, and you don't take the time for yourself. Like you go home and do all the things that you need to do, but you don't really spend time to contemplate, spend time to be grateful for things, spend more time really in active meditation and mindful meditation. Um, If you need more advice about how to meditate in a busy schedule, I'd be more than happy maybe to do a quick video about that. And if you guys like it, just let me know. One of the other blockages for you is, again, it's like I'm just uncovering these reflection. Again, I just said it with the card discernment, really. What they mean here is like they want you to take your time to honor your soul, honor your own journey, honor your own wisdom. And the way we can really do that is by, again, taking time for ourselves. It's like the same card is discerning energies coming into your life, and also taking time to understand yourself and understand um, all the things coming into your life so you can be in your own power. Love is about being empowered. Empower means not to force your energy on others or anything like that, but really to be who you really are, being your authentic self. And this, your reading here is um, about more empowerment to your authentic self. Um, they're also saying that sometimes as we speak to others, and again, this is part of the things that you will need to heal within yourself, is sometimes when we speak, um, they're saying we're not really honoring our full truth because we want to be diplomatic maybe with other people. Maybe we want to be loved by other people. So they're telling you that being authentic means is not being afraid to be who you are, not being afraid to say what's on your mind, even to the people coming into your life, like for your loved one, for you, the person, your beloved. Be open about who you are. Don't be afraid to say what you feel and how you feel, because again, you're really not opening yourself up sometimes because you want to be loved and you're very committed to the other person. So sometimes you feel, um, I don't want to say this, maybe it's going to break my commitment, or maybe the other person is going to be hurt or something like that. But we can say all the things we want without hurting another when we're really saying it, when we're in our own power. It's not to hurt another person, but really to be honest and open about who we really are. So they're saying that you guys are definitely doing a great job with things, but these are just a little hints on how to open yourself even for more. The last card is really one more piece of advice from the angels. It's relationship harmony. It's Archangel Raguel. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. This is a very, I love this card for you guys. It's for those, they're saying that um, you have help from above to attract more love into your life. They really, um, the angels here are saying that they're working with you. They are really working with you. Your spirit guides, they're really working with you to open more opportunities for you. They're also, if you have someone specific in your mind, because I feel that all over this reading, this is about even like you knowing that person. And if you don't really know who's coming into your life, it's like they're they're saying they're going to be helping you open more and more between you and the other person. So just take that as you feel what resonates with you guys. So definitely relationship harmony is coming to you guys. It's going to be opening up more and more towards you. And I feel for some of you is like there's some misunderstandings that are happening, but the angels and the universe and God is really working with you and with the other person to open things up. Even if it's someone already in your life, then they're saying, they're confirming that they are working on your behalf to help you with the love that you really want, the bond, the person you're bonded to. But also, if it's someone coming into your future, they're telling you not to worry and not to be afraid because you're getting help from above. So this is, again, very really beautiful for you guys, about attracting love into your life. It's I feel with most of you, it's like you know how to really heal yourself and how to open yourself more to love. And they're saying this really reading, this what I'm feeling with it is that you are on the right track. You're doing the right things. So keep working on yourself, keep opening yourself up, and keep healing your past pains or any traumas, any experiences you have. Um, and I hope this gives you a little bit of hints about love. Of course, if you want more specific things regarding your own situation, of course, connect with me for a private reading on my Facebook or my group page. And I hope you guys have that relationship harmony pretty soon. I wanted to add this little segment for you guys because I said it in all the other readings. The crystals I use for you guys is a lapis lazuli, which is an amazing crystals, of course, to open your psychic ability, open your connection to spirit. It's and this is my royal crystal. Like I feel with it a sense of connection, a sense of power. I love this crystal, and of course you can read more about it. And the other, my little pyramid, is a turquoise pyramid, and turquoise, of course, is one of the crystals that were highly used, and lapis, of course, were highly used in ancient Egypt. So I feel you guys probably you know that you had past lives in ancient Egypt, and it's also another royal crystal. Turquoise helps with a lot of clarity. It helps with feeling the divine connection as well. So they go very well together. I hope this helps a little bit. Okay, so you guys are group number 3 or card number 3. So just a quick housekeeping before I start my reading is, of course, this is a general reading, so I'm connecting with a collective energy of spirit guides. So I'm also trying to bring in as much information as I can, for this reading. So take what resonates with you, and of course, discard what doesn't. And if you need your own private reading or your own insight into your own special situation, of course, connect with me over my Facebook group page or, my website, soulspeak.com. The other thing, of course, if I mentioned that in the reading and I don't know, it's like as I'm going through the reading, I have to, keep, opening myself to what, is being channeled, is if I'm mentioning things about like divine masculine energy or divine feminine energies, this is not a gender specific reading. So it could be a masculine or a man carrying a divine feminine energy, or it could be a woman carrying the divine masculine energy. So really just be open to this idea. I'm gonna uncover the cards and see what is really happening with with you guys here. So like when this idea, of course, about what how to attract love into your life. So the guys really want me to do this reading for you, and they wanted you to understand your own ideas about love, so you understand what you're trying to attract into your experience, like really what kind of love you are bringing in, and also how to open yourself to a higher level of love. So, so the first, the theme for you guys in this reading is really your card number 3. So let's see what it is. Your card is playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So one of the things that that really happened before I started this reading, because I take time and meditate before each reading. The first thing, I was lighting up a candle next to me, and the thought that came, the spirit guide said, let the passion really begin. This is a time when you're going to really gear up yourself to open yourself to passion. So, and I'm really happy to see the card really for you guys is playfulness. So, I have a feeling now, and I'm going to uncover the cards as I go with this reading. But I definitely feel there's passion that needs to be ignited into your life, or is this is something that's really connected to you guys. So the first question really here is, when we're looking at love, what you guys see as the word love, like when you are your own understanding of the word love, because it's important that we understand how we see things so we can actually heal what needs to be, heal what needs to be done within us so we can open ourselves to attract love. So your own view of love, like when it comes, like when someone mentions the word love, what really reflects in your mind? Like, and I'm giving this example in all the cards, is like if someone mentions the color red, for example, in your mind you probably see an apple. So it's like this is what connects deeply with your soul about your definition of love. So the first card for you guys is religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So in your mind and in your view about love, you feel that love itself has many things that control it. love is like in your mind, that love, it gets affected by so much, like who we are, your education, your social status, your religious upbringing, your culture. It's like your view of love itself is a view of the background, like the person's background, or your own background. Like really, it, in your mind, you define it so like in a way, by defining the person behind it, where they come from, who they are, their age, maybe their biology, their skin color, like all this. Like your definition of love is very much connected to the social aspect of it, or the earthly aspect, mostly of it, that gets affected by that. Um, your second card is keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Again, it's very much connected connected to the first card, but here it's really about, like, I feel when it comes to love, you again, you like, you in your mind, you build a picture of the person. Once you know, like, all the other information about them, like what's their religion, what's their social upbringing, where they lived, where they grew up, where they went to school, what education they had, their age, their family's situation, their job, their all of these aspects. In your mind, you when it comes to love, is like you look at all these aspects in a person. I feel very much this is what you guys do, is like you build a picture of, like, I want to say profile, like you create a profile of the person based on the data, the information that you have about that person. Or the idea of love itself is in a way, you're like connecting all these dots: his education, her education, and so on, her age, his job, her job, like you have this practical, and maybe not a practical, but it's um in a way, it's like, the only way really is like profiling, um and it's not in a negative way. It's not in a negative way. It's really, it's like you build a picture of what it should be and what it looks like when it comes to the idea of love. Um, so one of the important things that you guys need to know about yourselves when it comes to love is what is really some of your best traits, what makes you really an attractive person, or what is really some of your strong um, aspects of who you are. So the first thing is hope. It's like I feel you guys are like optimistic in a way, optimistic, like you're hopeful that you can find love. Like you feel that, and I'm not really reading the card as what it is, but it's like you feel that love is always there. Like there's abundant supply of love, or it's like, you have this idea that yes, love exists, there is love, I can find love. Like there are multiple opportunities about love. So you're very, I feel optimistic in a way, and positive about the idea that love exists, or there is love that could be available to you and could be given to you. Like I feel that's part of your own knowing. Like you're not. It's like some people like look at love and say, "Oh, love doesn't exist," and they're very depressive about it, or very negative about it. But you guys are like very stable with it. You're very balanced with the idea that yes, love exists and I can find love, and it's just there. So I feel that's really one of your amazing traits, and very transformative as well. Because I'm just noticing in this card, and I only pay attention to things that I feel, the spirit guides are really opening me up to it. There's a butterfly in it, a few butterflies here, which is really about transformation. So you're very transformative with this idea too. Like every point of your life, you are transforming with this idea of finding love and knowing there is love. So this is really very positive for you guys. Your second trait, important trait, is enchantment. I feel very much like you guys are like enchanted by romantic movies. You feel you're a hope. I'm gonna say Okay, here it is. It's a you're a hopeless romantic. Hope is enchantment. This is a hopeless romantic, but it's not a hopeless romantic really. But this is just something to make you laugh a little bit. It's like you guys are like you love the romance. You love the idea of romantic movies and being in that whole sense of enchanted by someone. I feel that you guys are very much like the people who would have crushes on so many people, but it's a very in a very sweet way, like in a way you guys are very playful with this idea. And I'm not gonna say childish, but I'm gonna say childlike. Like the first card is playfulness. So you guys like this idea of rejuvenated love. Like you have this idea that love is always there, and you're always gonna have a crush about, oh, I met this person today, I met this person yesterday. So you guys are having you guys are like those, this kind of person that you're just enjoying this idea of love and being romantic with another. So that's something amazing about you guys, very attractive about you, or like a good trait in you. um So, what really here you need to know about what blocks you from love, or that you need to heal within you? Because I don't want to say with you guys, I don't feel a blockage, but I feel something you guys are working on, or it could be, um, you could be opening up, because, of course, the idea of opening ourselves up to passion, igniting our passion is very important here. Um, so So the first card for you guys is like what is a block or what may be a hindrance for you is your first card's ancestors. I feel for you guys it's I'm gonna say it's your family situation. I feel for some of you, and this is may not be the for all of you, but at least I have to say this, it's like your own parents, the way your own parents viewed love. Um, is something that really hinders you in a way, because you're afraid to repeat the same story, or um I feel more of as child, like your child, for some of you it's like childhood trauma with it, or childhood pain you've been carrying about what ended up with your parents. For some of you, maybe they had parents who had a tough or a rough divorce or separation or something like that, or that your parents lived together but they were not happy. I feel that very much affects you as well. Um, and on the other hand, for some of you, I feel that you really yearn, or like not yearn, but really look up to. I feel like here very much the idea of ancestors here is like you look at love stories, and I feel that's again connected to the previous card, your enchantment. Like you look at the most known love stories, for example, in history or in the world, and you really identify yourself with these kinds of stories. But again, it's not really just identify yourself with it, but at the same time, it could be a hindrance to you, because you look at their stories as if your own story is going to look like them. But in a way, you have to open yourself up to the idea that their story is their stories, that those two individuals, those two romantic partners, those like the Romeo and Juliet, it's even though it's a great love story, but at the same time, it's their story. It's your story can be so different, and your life can be so different. Um, and you could have a different kind of love. I know Romeo and Juliet ended up really tragic, but it's the idea of just you guys. I hope you guys get the meaning. What I'm trying to say is your story doesn't have to look like them, or doesn't have to be that like two people in agony to be together, for example, or something like that. It's they're really saying to you that sometimes you have to really be discerning between the facts and the fiction. And in that sense, that it's not like something is fiction, so it's fiction. It's really about you understanding your own journey, your own story, and not to really build your own connection to another based on the connections that happened between other lovers. Like, oh, my parents had this happen to them, so I gotta maybe judge the other person. You judge your divine partner based on your idea of how maybe your parents, or if you're in the other group, like you base on the idea, why isn't he loving me and bringing me flowers every day, like Romeo, and challenging all his village and all his family to come to me? Why is he or she, of course, not doing that? So it's, again, it's you connecting deeply with other people's stories, not necessarily your experience. They're telling you, focus on your own personal experience and your own personal healing that needs to go in it. And that will actually open you up for more, and you're not going to be judging people based on something that is fiction. That's the fact. There's a fact and there's a fiction. Your second thing is second blockage maybe, or something that hinders you, is strength. Let me just tune into this message because I want to see what they really want to say with this. I'm gonna say the same thing. It's like I feel here, sometimes, like you think you're strong enough to carry the burdens of the world on your shoulder. Like you really hold on to trying to be a powerful, no, that's not the real word here. It's like, okay, they're saying Hercules, that you're Hercules, you're going to save the whole world. You're going to save every relationship. You're going to save everybody around you. And they're saying you hold on to this idea in your mind that you're there to save the world. But they're saying that it's not about saving the world. It's really by becoming your own savior, by focusing your energy and your strength on what you can do, whatever you can personally do, not to try to overstretch yourself to be for all others, or for your divine partner. Like I can carry his or her burden on my shoulder and take it on as if it's mine. Sometimes they want you to understand that people come into their journeys and they come knowing what they're meant to do, and God, the universe, and their spirit guides are there to help them carry that burden. You're not there to carry their own burden. So really, it's like you, when you're connecting with a partner, when you're connecting with someone, you take on all their problems as if they're your own personal problems. It's okay, of course, to support others, and it's okay, of course, to be able to be a good friend for another. But at the same time, it's like you become, like I feel with this is someone who's a high impact sometimes. Like you really absorb all their energies. So they're telling you sometimes you need to release yourself from feeling guilty, or feeling that the burden of another person's life is on your shoulder. Even if that person is your divine partner, your soulmate, or your lover, or your beloved, or someone coming into your life, you're not there to carry their burden in that sense. Like you're there to support them and do what you can, of course, for your beloved. But at the same time, um, like don't live and breathe these issues, because we all have to work on our own individual issues. As much as we can support or be there for another, we also have to really take care of ourselves, because I feel with this also, like you sometimes don't take care of yourself enough because you're overburdened by other people. So take time to know what is yours versus what is not. That's it. Another issue for you really here, or a blockage or something you need to heal yourself, is intuition. Here, they're saying you don't trust your intuition. You don't trust your intuition about situations. I feel for some of you, you get in trouble. It's like you put yourself in situations that are not really nice because you don't trust your intuition with it. Like you start dating this person, and like your intuition from day one says that's it's not a good person, and you keep denying that intuition over and over and over again. Or your intuition is telling you something about your beloved and you don't want to trust it, although you feel it in your heart. So really, at times you have to learn, again, this idea of fact from fiction. Intuition brings you the facts. When you have strong intuition, you're bringing in facts. because your intuition can show you things that you can't see with your eyes. Like if your eyes are not seeing it, if you don't know the physical information, your intuition tells you the truth from the fiction. So they're here saying that you will become a better lover and attract better love opportunities in your life when you really honor that idea of your own intuition. Like spend time nurturing your intuition, understanding your intuition. They're saying also that they bring you so many messages and signs that you let go of because you're not paying attention. It's like you're oblivious sometimes to these signs, and that for most of you, I feel like either you deny it, or you don't trust it, or you actually don't even understand it. Like this is a sign from the universe. So they want you to tune in, spend more time to tune in more to your own divine messages here. The last card is I wanted to see what else is as a part of advice from the angels about how to attract more love into your life and how to open yourself up to more. Angel therapy card. This is Archangel Raphael. Give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. I was just uncovering the card. Didn't I just say you carry the burdens of others with the strength card? Again, they're saying that sometimes some burdens are not yours. So they're saying that, when you feel something is a little heavy for you to carry, then ask God and ask his angels to help you carry it, because the angels are going to come to your aid and help you when you ask them for help. God gives them that ability and allows them to help us with our lives and helps with many matters in our lives. But we have to actually ask them, because they are not going to interfere in your life. You have free will. That's what God gave you. You have free will in many things. So they are really telling you, please ask us for help. And I feel here, because it's Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael helps us with healing our physical ailments, our body ailments, and also helps us with healing our hearts and healing our pain from, situations and things. So connect more with Archangel Raphael and open your heart for him. I feel for some of you also is focusing on healing your heart chakra and your throat chakra as well, because I'm just feeling that too. But really, really opening your heart more and more to love and to life. I feel you guys are very passionate people, and you need to ignite more of your passion. But passion and high vibration go hand in hand when we are in balance between the burdens that we can carry and the burdens that are not ours, and it's other people's burdens to carry. So keep opening yourself up for that idea. It's very much, it's important for you guys to be in that kind of balance. I feel being in your own divine power, which is a God-given power to you, to know when to act and when to not act, when to do things for others and when to say it's not my burden really to carry that. Of course, help others when they're in need, or lend your hand, of course, but don't overdo things, because you tend to overdo things. I hope this gives you a lot of clarity, guys. And of course, if you need your own specific, specific look into your own matters, of course, it's a general reading. Of course, connect with me for a private reading. Good luck, guys. Oh, and for you guys, I actually want to tell you about the crystals I use. I know for some of you guys, I'm mentioning them. I use argonite, and I love this crystal. If you get access to crystals, it's very grounding crystal, high energy, high vibration crystal, and it's amazing for transmuting energies. If you guys transmute energies also, if you're one of those people who transmute energies, so it's a very high vibration crystal. If you have access to it, my little pyramid is a rose quartz. Again, it's about calming your heart, opening your heart to love. This is the crystal for love. So I wish you good luck, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead with card number 4. So if you guys are group number 4 or card number 4, so just a little bit of housekeeping. This is a general reading, so take definitely what resonates with you and leave what doesn't resonate. Of course, I'm going to be connecting here with general collective energies. Really just trust your intuition with what you feel connects with you and discard what doesn't. The other thing, if I mention, and it's not for all readings, but it's just in case, if I mention divine masculine, divine feminine energies, that's not a gender specific reading. So um, masculine energy could be in a woman versus a woman could be carrying a masculine energy. So it's really not a gender specific and not, so be open to that. And I'll go through the reading. So one of the things when we are looking at love, what is it about attracting love into our life? So um, it's important then that we understand ourselves in connection to love, so we understand how to match that vibration of love that we are seeking to bring into our life. So it's very important that, the guys really wanted me to focus this reading, and of course it's going to be pinpointing issues here and there. Of course, it's not very deep, very detailed, but it will give you a lot of hints about the general overview about your connection to love and your connection to attracting love into your life. So the first thing that you need to see, what is the main theme for you guys on love, and how you can bring, what is the main theme really for you. So you guys you got two cards. So let me see, because I'm going to be uncovering these cards with you guys. So I'm going to be highly surprised just like you. So your main theme, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So I feel for you guys, one of the main things around your love life is your connection to your ex. So it could be an ex-husband, an ex-wife. It could be your connection to your past lives, whatever is in your past, your own past experiences, because that energy is still here. And that's why they're mentioning it when it comes to attracting love. There is, or it could be your current partner that you're with, a karmic partner, for example. You need to release that person from your life, release their energy. So I'm gonna see what really that card really means here as we go along with the reading. So, but again, that's first thing about your love theme is releasing your ex. Your second card is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So I feel, they're just saying a shift. You're shifting your energy. This is, this reading for you guys is about you, how to shift your energy, and you're gonna, I feel for most of you, the energies coming up are going, and especially if if you watched my February reading, I feel this connects very much to it. The idea that we're ending karma and we're doing some major karmic ending, major karmic healing, major chapters closing. So I feel it connects very much with that. But I feel with this is like, the idea about attracting love is connected to you shifting this kind of energy, the energy of your ex, whatever that ex means for you. So let's see what's coming with this main theme here for you guys. So the first thing that you need to understand about love is how you actually personally view love. Like when the word love comes into your life, what do you feel inside your heart about it? I'm giving the same example in all the cards. It's like, for example, when someone mentions the color red to you, when someone says the word red, maybe you see a red apple in your head. So when it comes to love, this is your own personal view. This is how your mind reflects it, your heart reflects it. So the first thing is attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I feel when it comes to love, like your idea about love is about attraction. It's about you actually feeling attractive about yourself, and that creates love in your mind. Or you get highly attracted to a person, like by their, could be a physical appearance attracts you to that person, the chemistry of the idea. But for you, it's I feel it's like the attraction is like the chemistry is so important for you to when it comes to the idea of love. Like you want someone who's attractive, someone who, you know, or that when you're, the idea of love for you also means I want to feel attractive. Or it could be also for some of you is that when I look good, when I'm very attractive, then I'm going to be able to attract others, like in more of a physical sense. So this is something you look like about when it comes to the idea of love. The other thing is love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. It's like the two cards, I'm just uncovering these together now. Um, Again, it's I feel for some of you, I hope whatever you resonate with is like you care so much about how attractive you look. I feel it's a lot about your physical appearance makes you lovable, like your physical appearance or someone else's physical appearance is important to you. Um, I want to say that because they're saying something, sometimes you're really harsh on yourself when it comes to the idea of love. It could be like you want someone to be highly attracted to you, like to come to you with passion and to come to you like they're showing me horses rushing in. So it's like so, you want that when it comes to the idea of love, like you feel love should be like that. That should be all about expressions and self-expressions of love and romantic poems. They're saying romantic poems. They're saying flowers all the time and teddy bears and romantic dinners and um, not necessarily you're not seeing it in a materialistic sense. I don't want you to get that idea. It's not about a materialistic sense here at all. It's really about, you know, when I'm in love with someone or someone loves me, they should be attracted to me or I should be attracted to them. Like you have this idea that you care a lot about yourself. You care a lot about how you behave and how you look and how um, I mean they're saying attracting a mate. Um, so let's see what the other cards say because they want the second question is really about what is it about you that is really attractive or is really an amazing trait that you carry within you when it comes to love. Your first card is ancestors. Um, like your let me just tune in a little bit to this. I feel you honor the idea of love. Like it's something honorable in your mind. It's it's something you carry in your heart that you're gonna be romantic. It's like you have all these dreams about what you feel you want to give to the other person. Um, you want a peaceful connection with another. Um, like when like you want to be happy when it comes to love. I mean, of course we all do, but it's like you spend more time creating happy things for your beloved. Like you care a lot about making them happy, about laughs. You actually are like you like to be funny when it comes to love. Like you like to have happy moments, happy laughters, jokes, watch comedies. Um, it's not really like it's not really like ancestors here, but um, it's like you really want, you want with the person that you love, you really want to have a great time with them. The second thing for you guys that is great about you is choice. I feel you're very direct when it comes to love. Like direct in the sense that like when you meet someone or you're being offered love from someone, you know exactly how you feel right away. Like you are able to choose. Like you have the sense of I know my heart is open or my heart is closed. Because sometimes people maybe go into relationships because they're just being offered love from someone and they're just happy to go along with it. Not necessarily that they love them back, but they just like to date, for example, or get married for the wrong reasons. But you guys are very um, knowing. You have this knowing about your choice. You're very good about making a choice. Like you wouldn't spend time choosing someone unless that someone actually connects to you. So that's a great thing about you guys. Because you really, at the end, you really want to have a lot of good times. So you really focus on that, choosing the right person for you. One of your great things also is compassion. Let me just tune in a little bit to this. I feel here that they're saying that you guys take it easy sometimes. Like you take it easy when you are connecting to another person. You're not very much a dramatic person. You're not like I feel very much like your theme here is like you don't want a lot of drama. You don't want to create drama. So sometimes that I feel is gonna be hindering you at some point. But I'm gonna open the other cards. But I feel very much it's like you focus a lot on the good times. You want to have the good times, and you keep the memories of the good times within you. And you have compassion. The sense of compassion here um, is meaning spending more time listening to the other person. Like you really take your time to listen to them, to be compassionate to them. You nurture them. Like you really like they're showing me. Like you sit next to them and hug them and listen to their stories, listen to their day at work, for example. Um, I feel this is really, really amazing about you guys. So this is a very positive trait for you. So let's see the other questions. What really, in a way, hinders you from opening yourself up to more love opportunities or for attracting love? Like, what is it within us that maybe blocks us from opening us up to more in life? And for some of you, it's really about something what you need to heal within yourself to have better enjoyment and better, I want to say the word discernment because the word discernment keeps coming here, discernment of the energy of what love, the people, they're saying suitors coming into your life. So let's see what your first card, and again, the first card is healing. They want you to spend, like healing here means that you don't take enough time to heal your aching heart. And I'm gonna really point to the first card is releasing your ex, is to take time between relationships to really to know yourself and to be in balance. One of the things about this card sometimes is like when I see she has two bottles behind her, I feel this is balancing yourself into your masculine energy, divine masculine energy, and your divine feminine energy. It's really spending more time to be in that ultimate divine balance before you attempt to be in another connection or another relationship. Um, they're saying nostalgic, but they're really telling you to close the old chapters first before getting to a new chapter. And closing it here is like by ending the karmic connection to the old chapter, to the old um, energy. Or even if you're in a current connection with someone and you know that it's not honoring your heart, it's not honoring your soul, then they're telling you before attempting or before being attracted to another love story, take your time to close that chapter and open and heal from it, and then be ready for another relationship when you're really becoming when you really get into your own power, and you have healed enough from the past and you've released it with love, so you're ready for another person. And even if it's with your own divine partner, because I know I got so many different energies coming here, but even if your own divine partner that you know is your beloved, for example, they're saying that with each shift or each new chapter in our lives, we have to release the old energies, even in our connection to our beloved. Like we have to release things between us. So they really want you to spend more time with this. The second thing is a blockage is nature. Let me tune into what they want to say with this. They're saying connect more with nature. I feel here they want you, they're saying leisure time, vacations, and things like that, which sometimes they want you to step away because you get so overwhelmed sometimes with things in your life that they need you to step away and spend more time in nature, do a retreat or something like that, so you can really regain your power, regain your strength to actually heal. Um, I had something else that coming in with this. So yeah, there was a thought. I wish I said it right away. Um, I feel here for some of you, sacral chakra, um, sacral and root chakra, energy clearing that needs to be done by grounding yourself with more with things in nature, for example. They're saying like sometimes in the hustle and bustle of life, like when you get so busy with life, they want you to be able to step away to actually to rest. They want you to rest and take more vacation time or spending time, just for yourself, to nurture yourself. Because the more, like when you're at ease and when you're really relaxed and away from negative energies, for example, spend like in your own man cave or your own woman cave, you're able to attract love because your vibration gets better. You clear your energy, so you're making the same mistakes over and over again. You're actually taking time to understand, to release, and to honor yourself, to know yourself even more. So that's very important for you guys. That will help you open yourself up to more love opportunities. One of the things that you also have to heal is patience, because sometimes you become impatient. I feel again like I'm just opening these cards with you guys now, and it's the same thing. It's like you can jump from one thing to the other without taking time to release the past. Again, it's because sometimes you get impatient because you want to keep moving forward, but at the same time, at times you need to learn how to stop, how to experience, like to go through a full experience. If you had a failed marriage or a failed relationship or something like that, they want you to take your time to learn from that experience more about yourself and more about the things that you didn't pay attention to, and also to release that person with love, like to really spend more time being at peace with that experience and with the person. So patience sometimes here is definitely a virtue for you guys, is to take also to know that whatever you want to manifest, if you want to attract amazing love into your life, it takes time to manifest. It takes its time because you have to change yourself enough to match what you're looking for. So again, whatever worth having is worth waiting for and worth working really hard for. This is a main message for you guys. Another issue for you guys is kindred spirits. Let me see, how can that be a blockage? But I want to see what they mean by that. They're saying recognize the kindred spirit, recognize your soulmates, your other half, recognize your beloved. Um, Let me see, tune into that. What does it mean? They're saying that with this card, it's life can bring you any experience. Like you're not locked in. That's I feel what's me mentioning here, because that's what I'm feeling with this card. It's like they're saying that you're not locked in for one only opportunity of love. Like if you have someone in your mind and your heart and you limit yourself that you're only able to love that person, then you're actually limiting your connection with amazing people that can come into your life. Not necessarily they're going to live with you for the rest of your life, but really open your heart to healing specific things, like really soulmates that come to your life to give you love, support you on your journey, to help you transform. Because like this card has a huge butterfly, so it's really, they want you to open yourself up, not to limit yourself by just one specific experience, but like it's like the universe sends you people because they want you to open yourself up to more and more and more. Like there are people who are meant to come into your life. They have soul contracts with you because they're meant to help you connect even with your highest beloved. If you have someone in your mind, like, you know, your twin flame, or, you know, your highest divine partner, you have that in your mind. But if you don't open yourself up to the little experiences or the other experiences coming into your life, then you're just limiting how your heart can expand so much to heal layers that you couldn't even see, because we get so limited by people. We got so limited if we are fixated on one idea and that idea only, that we tend to actually close ourselves even more. When the idea, if you want to connect with the highest vibration of love, you really have to take risks to open yourself up to more and more. Again, this you know, may not resonate with all of you guys, but for many of you, because that's, I feel very strongly about this, is don't deny others coming to bring you love. When, like, take time to honor that. Like if it's coming to you, then it's coming to you for a reason. Take time to understand it also, and see what's within you that blocks you. I feel this is what, you know, also sometimes hinders you from you know, reaching a higher vibration in love, to attract even better love opportunities. It's like you close things sometimes. Like you close the door, and I'm closed, and I'm done. I'm always closed. But sometimes you really just have to, I'm going to say, don't take it very personally when you're connecting with someone new. Like look at it as a learning experience, as an experience, as a something. Okay, let's see if that person is trying to show me what about myself. Because sometimes people come with very little time in your life, but they can open huge layers around your heart, so you can really open yourself to bigger layers of love, and not layers, but um, more opportunities, and higher vibrations of love. So again, this is something that they really want to tell you about the kindred spirits that come into your life, because some of them really just have soul contracts with you because they're here to help you. They're here to help you ascend. They're here to help you go further than where you are today. Again, follow what you feel resonates with your heart and with your soul. Last piece of advice, I wanted to see what the angels also have about you guys, about that group, what they want to say for you guys. Passion. Archangel Haniel, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. I feel, well, Archangel Haniel really connects us with the moon energy a lot. So honor the cycles of the moon in your life, because that's really a key to you, because you're getting more sensitive to the moon energy. But also for many of you, they're saying that you can have passion for life and have passion in your love, and attract more love by spending your time doing passionate endeavors. Like, do things that make you happy, really happy. I feel for some of you, really, your career, your spirituality, your, if you have a life purpose, or really your mission, like how you feel with your life purpose, that's going to actually attract more love opportunities to you, because it's actually going to make you feel your heart is singing with joy. Like it's going to bring passion back into your life. So for many of you, actually, here with this, is to do the things you love without focusing too much on the failures, maybe, or focusing too much on negativity, or focusing too much on other lower energies or things that happened, but to really nurture the passion within you. Whatever you feel fire in you about, just take time and do it. Just do it. Really, it's like the Nike thing. Just do it. Because the more you do things for yourself, is the better you feel about yourself, the better you feel about your life, and that attracts abundance and love to your life. I feel these are your general messages today. Of course, if you need to learn more about your own specific journey, connect with me for a private reading on my Facebook page or my group, you know, or my website, soulspeak.com. And I want to show you also the crystals that I use for you guys. I felt is mahogany obsidian, which is a great crystal for obsidian. Generally helps with negative energies, helps with energy in general, like to help us when we are around lower energy vibrations. But I also feel with this is um, it's like balance, a lot of balance that I feel comes a lot with this crystal. The other crystal, my little pyramid, is is a little malachite, which is one of my favorite crystals to open the heart chakra and to really heal our hearts. I hope this gives you guys some clarity about how to attract more love in your life. If you like these kinds of readings, please, you know, definitely feel free to give me more comments about them and more ideas. If, you know, whatever you need me to talk more about, even for teaching videos as well. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed your reading.